Hey there, this is Sam with Bulldog Rooter again. I'm just continuing this video inspection. This is about as far as I can push out on this line. We're about 60 feet out from the toilet flange from apartment 2, and this is right where the clean out is in the hallway out front in front of apartment 4 or the laundry room. And right now all I can see is that we have a 4-inch cast iron main right here. And we're going to start to pull back and explain some stuff. So the cast iron itself, what I usually look for is just like large amounts of rust debris, lots of cracks, and yeah, just little things like that. So one of the reasons why it's so hard to push through is because we go through 2 different turns right there, and then there's multiple turns in the pipe as well, which just means we're not going to have the best luck of getting through this whole thing. So you can see what's going on. So yeah, it looks like a toilet or something ties in right here into one of the other apartments. Kind of hard to say. You can see just like a little bit of toilet debris towards the middle of the screen at the top right there. So there's some very large rust debris in this section towards the left-hand side of the pipe, which is going to be towards the bottom left-hand corner of the screen right there. I can see how that can kind of catch some stuff up. I'll pull some back here. You know, and then right here we start to kind of go to a flat spot in the cast iron. It could even be a belly, but we're hitting about at least 1.5 inches of water that the camera head's being submerged in right now. And we do have the line open and flowing. It's actually looking pretty clean. It's just this issue. You know, it got really sludged up in the process of just using it over the years and whatnot. And what will happen is when you have a subtle part in the line like this, it'll start to actually catch all the stool and toilet paper and other stuff that goes down the line in this one section, and it'll create a sludgy oatmeal substance that is horrifically disgusting, and you'll end up with what we were seeing earlier on the camera today. So this low spot, you know, I think someone could be running water right now as well. When we're pushing it out, it was still pretty low. Yeah, I'd say it's holding about an inch of water at all times. It looks like someone is running some water here. But everything is looking open and good. It is look pretty rusty. A lot of the times you'll start to see the rust will actually trench out in the bottom of the pipe, so you have a little trench running down the whole cast iron. It doesn't look like it's trenching too bad. The rust really isn't too terrible either. A lot of times once it starts to rust out, you'll start to see bigger cracks and other things inside the cast iron. Not really seeing any of that stuff right now, so it's looking pretty good. We were able to push out about 60 feet, which is where that clean out is. And right now we're hitting about 30, so we're halfway through. The blockage was in between this point and that clean out, because we cabled through the toilet in this house last night, and we ended up in that clean out, but we couldn't get the line open. And it was because of that sludge. You can cable through it, poke a hole in it, get the water to drain down, but it will just pretty much collapse on itself once you pull the cable back out. So yeah, the only thing that would work is really this hydro jetter. And it looks like it did a pretty darn good job. The line's looking pretty great. It's just that one low spot that's definitely, you know, when you run water, it's filling up the pipe pretty big. And I think that's what's causing it to back up in that one area. It's just the low spot in that section. Looks like we're kind of running into another one right here. Oh no, just a little bit more water. So right here is the tip of our jetter head. Yeah, that's the type of head we used. It just sprays water throughout the whole entire pipe, and got it cleaned out pretty well. I'm not seeing too big of an issue with this line. It does look like it's starting to trench out a little bit in this section right here. That's why we're kind of having that hole in water in the bottom. It looks like this thing just doesn't quite have the pitch in a couple of areas, and eventually over time it will start to back up like this, and that's just kind of unfortunately what the pipe's looking like. Alright, yeah, just some more rust debris and stuff, but other than that, the pipe really doesn't look like it's in bad condition. It's just those couple of low spots that created the big issue today. Alright. Alrighty. And then there is a picture of our toilet flange, which is where we did our video inspection from, and that was Sam with Bulldog Rooter. Thank you.